Sup everybody, today I'm going to be diving into the newest defender in Siege X, Denari. We'll go over his loadout, unique gadget, playstyles, pro tips, and also how attackers can counter him, so you're prepared no matter what side you're playing. Now real quick, I want to say thank you so much for the love you guys showed on my last video. I know this is operator specific and the state of Siege is awful. I'm not expecting the same type of impact as the last video, but anyways, thank you so much. Now let's get right into it. Denari's real name is Leon Wincerned. This guy's from Switzerland. His specialties are anti-entry and crowd control. This guy's a 3-speed 1 armor defender. Switzerland man brings a unique gadget called the T.R.I.P connector, which allows him to create linked laser networks across rooms and hallways. For Denari's primaries, we have the Scorpion Evo or the FMG-9. I personally use the FMG-9. That's just what I prefer. It does more damage. Yeah, it's under 10 bullets, you know, but if you're hitting your headshots, you don't need that extra 10 bullets.
Jay, but the fire rate's faster and there's more bullets.
I don't care. I like this gun. Don't come at me. For his secondary, there's a new shotgun, the Glaive 12. It only has 4 bullets and it's not that great for destruction on walls and stuff like that, but it's absolutely perfect for his ability, which I'll show in a little bit. He also has the P22, but just use the Glaive 12. Like, come on. For his gadgets, there's observation blockers and deployable shields. Observation blockers, like, bro, what are you doing? Bring the shield. I'll get into it in a minute. It'll make sense. If you're placing his T.R.I.P connectors on a single door, don't place them like this. This looks intimidating because there's a lot of lasers and stuff, but since jumping isn't a mechanic in the game, the correct way to place the lasers is to spread them as far as you can from the doors so that they can't be shot from the opposite side of the door. Make sure they're at the hips or lower. Now the enemy team is unable to breach through this door. Keep in mind that the range for Denari's T.R.I.P connectors is probably farther than you thought, spanning as far as 20 meters. Anything farther than that, they won't connect. Here I'm on Skybridge, just giving a little visual for you. He's still very underplayed and early with his release, and with basically infinite sight setups, I wonder what people will come up with. The prime way to use Denari that I have noticed is trying to delay instead of kill. People seem to forget that the number way to win games in defending is just by wasting time. So by cutting off numerous doors and rotates, Denari's probably the best defender to win games just by wasting time. If you're going up against a team that's 5 stacking shields, if the shield hits the Denari, their shield will get knocked back. So if you set yourself up in the right position, free kills. Vice versa, the most amount of HP that an operator has is 125 HP. So to insta-kill, you're going to need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20. You're going to need 7 Denaris. The best ways to counter Denari, you can bring a hard breach like Habana or Ace, depending on where the Denaris are set up. If you're able to locate the most important T.R.I.P connector, you can break the entire chain. You can bring EMPs. Just make sure you don't throw the EMP into the T.R.I.P wire, otherwise it'll just break. Same thing goes for frag grenades. Don't throw it into the T.R.I.P connector. Make sure you bink it off of the ground. It'll blow it all up. Any drone type operator works well, but they can break from hitting the Denaris, just like everything else. Sadly, Bravo, when she hacks the T.R.I.P connectors, they just break and they don't get turned good. I wish they did. That'd be really cool. Twitch over Bravo for Denaris. A little tech tip with Flores, as you detonate his drone as you're jumping, the armor will activate and it won't break when it hits the T.R.I.P connectors. Denari's way to counter this is by placing his Denaris across drone holes. Just make it to where they can't drone in sight. Genuinely, Denari has infinite possibilities. I'm going to talk about some combinations that you can have with Denari. Pairing him with Frost, you can put a Frost mat below a window, then have the Denaris in a vertical type link. No matter what, the opposition is going to get hit with something. Either they unknowingly hit the Frost mat, or they shoot out the Frost mat, and then they get botched with Denari's lasers. With Legion being able to stack his goo mines, you can create a big tower with a laser hidden behind. Either the opposition runs into the goo mines, they get hit with goo mines, and then they die to the Denari. Or they break the goo mines, and then there's lasers. Lasers. Out of all of the combinations that I have in this video, this one's my favorite. Placing an Aruni gate and then a Denari laser on the bottom. Drones will forever be unable to not get into sight. I said that wrong, but I'm not re-recording. You can also place a barricade and then drones aren't able to come in until the barricade's broken. Some guy got pissed at me because I said chalet is chalat. I'm still saying chalat, like that's how you spell it. But on basement, combining a zombie with Denari, you're able to deny default plant without even contesting. Placing a zombie on the ceiling, make sure it's kind of damaged a little bit so you're not putting 3 mags into the zombie to break it. Don't do what I did where I broke the trip connectors. But doing this right, free kill. I don't really suggest this one, but it is possible, so I am going to throw it in here. Put your Denaris more to the center of the doorway, with Ella's goo mines up on the ceiling. As an enemy walks through, they'll get concussed, and then they'll get killed. Think of this as an added bonus to this amazing video. What the fuck was that? If you like this picture, come take some of me on my live stream. I stream later than your bedtime, so you gotta ask your parents to watch me. Please do. I'm broke. This Denari setup is meant to slow down opponents, not necessarily kill. I like playing over on these stairs, so this works out great for me. The shield placement is meant to have people coming from barrels area, unable to break the Denaris. This site setup blocks out freezer, white stairs, barrels, and a little random Denari, you know, going for the rotate over by A side and popping through the vent so they can't drive drones through. Here we got fat gridlock. Oh my god, she's so fat. Unable to shoot it because of the shield. Here's the drone. There's another spot for the drone, and that's with the other drone hole. Gridlock is unable to come in unless she gets hit. Look at how fat she is. She can't even walk. Oh my god. Oh my god, she's so fat. Oh my god.
10 seconds.
She can't even walk.
5 seconds to go.
Oh my god, she's so fat. 2 weeks after Denari was introduced into the game, the devs made it impossible for this type of stair setup to be a thing. But with the recent balance change, they brought this back. This only works if there's a little lip on each step. So you gotta look out for that. Only put this on stairs where enemies would be coming down, not up. Otherwise, they will see it. This by far is my favorite site setup with Denari. I didn't even know if I wanted to include this, because, you know, I gotta gatekeep my strats. To an extent. We're on top side of canal. Just reinforce as shown. You want to reinforce these 3 walls just to make sure they can't be easily shot out from the opposite side, from outside of sight. This blocks main breach, the doorway on red stairs, the doorway over on green stairs, and with the shield placement, it makes it impossible for the trip connectors to be shot out from Skybridge. I highly recommend this one. For real. Well, thank you so much if you made it to the end. What other operators should I cover? Do you like this stuff? I need to know, but appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Change the world.